Alright, well hello everyone and welcome back to Mason's ADV. Today we're going to look at putting the Perun Moto rear rack on the Ducati DesertX. I think what we'll do is start by putting the Moscow Moto R80 onto the Ducati the way I had it without the rear rack. I can show you how my little bracket helped hold that side of the bag out. We'll have a look at where it sat, how close it sits to the rider, which is why I've ordered and purchased this rack to go on the back, just to move everything back a little bit. So we'll start there. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's pretty much how I had it on the bike in the fall. The R80 actually fits on nice. I do have the Moscow Moto, the new heat guard on here, and it worked really well. My front straps I just took down and around the rear passenger peg bracket and back, and the ones on the back of the bike, I took the center one around here, and then I had these crossed and they went around to each other to the opposite clip. Worked really well, but because of this is as far back as I can get that. And as you can see, it came just to the back of the rider's seat, right to the front of the passenger seat. So I'm hoping the Perun rack allows me to move it back and at least get about 4 inches in here. This is fine for when I'm riding around at home and I don't have a top luggage on, because I can get my ass back on the bike if I need to. The problem is when I have my camping luggage on here. I'll just throw the Stinger on for now, although it's much smaller, but you'll get the idea. Then what happens is when I'm standing, I can't get back. I just can't get my ass back if I need to. Anything downhill or a little softer surface and I need to get my weight back, I can't. So I really want this to sit back somewhere around there would be perfect. Maybe about 4 inches or so here. And actually, my bracket that I made is still going to work, which will be excellent, and it offsets where I can tie this off a little bit better, and that'll help cinch it up too and keep everything out of the rear wheel. This side is still going to be fine, still sitting nicely on that heat guard once these are all tied up, of course. So yeah, it doesn't need to move back far to be just about perfect. I don't want all the weight hanging way off the back of the bike either, so I'm certainly not going to move it fully back out onto that rack. I just would like something like this. So let's see what we can do with it. The rack's right there. The install looks pretty simple, and let's see about getting it bolted on the bike, and then we'll mock this back up again. So, Perun Moto. I have opened this, but I haven't dug into it yet. You get some stickers, 2 brackets. Well, it's actually quite simple, isn't it? The plate, and I'm going to assume some mounting hardware. Fair bit of hardware there too. All right, well, it seems simple enough. I think what I'm going to do is take their advice here. For installation instructions, visit perunmoto.com or scan the code on the right. Very good. Looks like a nice set of instructions on the website here. Well, let's get into it and have a look. Brackets are nice, looks solid, powder coated. Everything certainly is well packaged and protected in shipping. Very nice. Lots of tie down points. That's nice being centered. These two on the outside looks like it's going to work just about perfect for the R80. Looks really well built though. That is nice. Okay, so according to their instructions, oh, they must have had an issue with the powder coating. You're supposed to put in and remove the bolts on all 4 of these. Okay, so what we're going to do is sort of tapping out the threads before the install, I suppose. Make sure nothing's stripped, or cross-threaded rather, which would lead to the stripping. So this is obviously the 3M adhesive that they say to add to the inside radius. Line 2 holes up with the clamp. Not these ones, just these. I'm going to guess that we need these on those as well. Well, that's what we're going to do. I have enough of them. It doesn't actually say that in the instructions, but okay. So now we're going to take this, put it on here. We're going to put a bolt through. We're going to take one of these and we're going to start it. The tabs need to be in. And this lines up down here. Spacer, washer, go ahead and install the rest of these bolts here. And it says to make sure that the gap at the top and at the bottom is similar. In other words, don't crank the top too tight so these touch and has a big gap at the bottom. This is a really nice design. I love the fact that it's in addition to the handguard. All right, M6, small washers, safety nuts from below. And washer, and nut. So these ones are fun, guys. There's not a really great way for me to show you this, but you can see how close it is to the handle. It's fairly difficult with my fingers to get in there and show you, so I have to do it from up top here. There's the washer on. I've got my hand through from the back and I'm holding that. And then here is the nut. Whew, that reminds me of installing the bracket for the fog lights on the KLR. Okay guys, it's pretty tricky to get on these back ones. I've got a wee little tiny 10 mil wrench in there, but when I did the one on the other side, I couldn't get it back out. So I've gone in. Oh, that's better. You got to go in from the back, don't go in from the side. It gives us a torque spec for the side bolts. 12 Newton meters for the 4, the block of 4, and 18 Newton meters for the big one. Anyway, there we go. Ah, that was pretty simple. How's it look? Not bad, eh? What do you guys think of that? Not bad at all. Looks well built. You still kind of have use, the passenger still has use of that hand grab if they want to reach through there, if there's nothing on it, obviously, which is nice. I think it looks sharp. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get the old R80 back on there again. Okay, that's not bad. It's actually back further on the rack than I thought it would be. That's interesting. But you know what? The holes for the straps are in a really nice position. Not bad at all. Just about any soft luggage is going to mount with a very similar design. Then these get wrapped up individually here. I'm just not going to get into it right now because I'll have this on and off 100 times. My bracket that I made is still good. And that's awesome. Nice. I do like the design of the DesertX passenger foot pegs with the bars. Lots of mounting points. It's good. It's really good. And there's exactly what I wanted, about that 4 inches of distance. Okay. That can't get any better on the heat shield side. This side, I've seen some brackets that mount up onto those. I may look into something a little bit better for this side, but I'll tell you, for the time being, that's certainly not going to engage the wheel. It should be fine. A little bouncy, but there it is, all ready to roll. Oh, nice. Nice to have a bit more space. That's all I needed. That's perfect. All right, guys, well, if that was any help, hit the like button for me. We've got lots more we're going to do to the DesertX here as parts roll in. But there's the Perun rack install, and a look at how it works with the R80. Everything is good. Now we just need the snow to go away. Right on, guys. Mind how you go, as always, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Hey guys, if you liked that video, hit the thumbs up button for us. It goes a long way towards helping out the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button in the upper corner for new videos every Sunday. Be glad to have you along for the ride.